There's 3 things that will help propel you through a grief, and they all begin with a T. Tears, talking, and time. If you can cry and let out the pain from that abscess that you have, and really cry about things, and then talking about it, not to your husband. He's heard it once, he's heard enough. Find, yeah, hi, Bill. Find some Christian friend, a woman friend that you can talk to, and let it out, and cry about it, and talk about it. And then time heals a lot of things. Time heals, well, you lose everything with time. You lose your figure, you lose your mind, you lose a lot. But anyway, you know why women over 50 don't have babies? Because they put them down and forget where they left them. There's several stages you go through when you lose a loved one. This is a simple version of Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. Hers is kind of complicated. Mine's very simple. Everything I have is simple. Like, for example, you churn. You are so churning when you think this happens. Why does this happen? And you're mad at God. And then you burn. I mean, you burn with your anger and inability to express it. And then you just yearn for a day to come back before you found out this awful information, whatever it was. And then you learn so much about it, and finally you just turn it over to God, and you learn to say, whatever, Lord, and that is the key. See, for a long time I said, well, why me? Why did I lose 2 sons? Why did my son disappear for a living? Why me? Whatever did I do? And then when I finally got to the relinquishment prayer, whatever, Lord, whatever happens into my life has come through your filter. And when you get to that point, that's when you can really know that you have found a victory in this. See, when you're mad at God, and I was mad at God a lot because I thought it wasn't fair, but he didn't say, well, off to hell with you. He loved me anyway. His arms of love were around me, even though I didn't want to hear the Bible. I didn't want to read the Bible. I didn't want to go to church. I didn't want to see anybody. I thought, I've had too much. And these people will come up to you and say things like, well, God never gives you more than you can bear. Well, you're not in the furnace. What do you know, Or they'll say, isn't it wonderful that you have another son deposited in heaven? I don't think it was wonderful. I don't want that. And our pastor, who was the pastor for the first son's funeral, came over for the second son. And he said such a dumb thing, but he's dead now, so I'll tell you what he said. He said, when I went to the door to greet him, he hugged me. He said, Barb, I'm not a bit worried about you because you're a pro at this. It's stupid. A pro at losing a son. I mean, no one is a pro at losing a child. But he probably meant, and I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt since he's dead, that God was faithful to you in the first loss, and he'll be faithful in the second loss. He might have meant that. I don't know. He was just stupid, I thought. But people do say a lot of things to you, like, well, you have 2 other sons. I know, but I wanted that son. I mean, you don't know what to do. So if you're trying to comfort someone who's gone through a loss or is going through a loss, don't quote a lot of scripture at them, and don't give them the 23rd Psalm and Romans 8:28. Just go there, put your arm around them, and just say, I love you, and then get busy doing something to help. Make a casserole, or clean the house, or wash the car. Do something. And as you pour out your love and your energy and your time on them, that will dilute the pain you're having. That's according to the Bible. When you water another's life, you yourself will be watered. And then when grief is the freshest, the words should be the fewest. Don't pour a lot of words on them in Bible bullets, because they're not ready for that. They will be in time, but when they're first going through that grief, they need to cry, they need to ventilate, they need to talk, and you can just listen to them and be a sounding board and put your arm around them.